Hello and welcome to the 2022 Zone 3 USA Triathlon Youth and Junior Nationals. My name is Cody Crowther. I'm the race director for the event. Looking forward to seeing all of you in Westchester, Ohio for the 10th year this weekend. This briefing will cover the rules. We'll cover brief rules as well as general event information. To get started, I'd like to show a video from elite athlete Kevin McDowell, a member of the USA Triathlon elite or national team.
Hey guys, Kevin McDowell here, USA national team member and 2020 Olympian. I'm here just to wish you all good luck. Have fun out there. I actually came through the exact program you did. I was on Multisport Madness, which I think is MMTT now. So it was actually some of the best times of my life, and I'm still some of the best friends with some of the kids in that program on my team and coming through, and just go out and enjoy the whole experience. For me, I don't quite remember the results as much as I remember some of these specific moments, just that I had a lot of fun out there messing around with people or in the hotel or going out to dinner and just like the whole team environment experience. So soak it all in and not just get so fixated on the results. Because I will tell you, when I was 16, my first year there, I actually was so fixated on the results, I fumbled. I didn't finish the race. I was too stressed. Everything went poorly. Next year, had a total different mindset, had fun with it, didn't overthink things, and I actually won. So you can turn it around and just have fun with it, guys, and I'll actually see you out on the course. So.
All right. Well, thanks to Kevin for recording that video for us. And now I'll get started with the event and rules briefing. Again, my name is Cody Crowther. I'm the race director for the event. All of the information here can be found at usatriathlon.org. You can also email us at nationalevents@usatriathlon.org. So to get started, we'll cover safe sport, event information, non-draft age group rules, course maps, and then any questions, we'll remind you of the email address. As a reminder, there will not be any in-person rules briefings. Again, email us nationalevents@usatriathlon.org if you have questions. Draft legal athletes will find the draft legal and mixed relay rules briefing on our website at usatriathlon.org and also in the event email going out this week. First, I will cover safe sport. USA Triathlon as a national governing body is obligated to enforce the minor athlete abuse prevention policies from the U.S. Center for Safe Sport. The U.S. Center for Safe Sport developed the policy in 2019 and is informed, the center's policies inform the USA Triathlon minor athlete abuse prevention policy, which is available on our website. What does this mean for you? Minor athletes are participating at Youth and Junior Nationals, of course. If you're not a family member of a minor athlete or close in age within 2 years to a minor athlete, you're required to avoid one-on-one interactions. If you must have a one-on-one interaction with a minor athlete, make sure that it's observable and interruptible. What policies make up the MAAPP? One-on-one interactions, meeting and training sessions, athletic training modalities, massages and rub downs, locker rooms and changing areas, electronic communications, transportation, and lodging. If you witness any abuse at Youth and Junior Nationals, you must report it to the U.S. Center for Safe Sport within 24 hours. Reports can be made through the online reporting form at safesport.org, that's safesport.org, or by calling 833-587-7233. What is the ban list? There's a list of people who have been banned or suspended by USA Triathlon or the U.S. Center for Safe Sport and cannot participate in any USA Triathlon event. We will be checking athletes, volunteers, and other participants for members of the ban list prior to and during the event. If you have any questions about Safe Sport or the MAAPP, please contact our Risk and Compliance Coordinator, Emily Hewitt, at emily.hewitt, Hewitt, at usatriathlon.org. Next, I'll encourage all athletes, spectators, family, and friends to download the USA Triathlon Events App. You can download that today in the Apple or Android stores by searching for USA Triathlon Events from your phone. You can also go to www.usatriathlon.org/download app to download it to your phone. Tracking will also be available in a web browser from our website, usatriathlon.org. The USA Triathlon Event App allows you to track yourself and other participants, register for race updates for yourself or athletes for which you wish to follow. Updates occur at the start when the race starts, at the finish line, and anytime a timing mat is crossed on the course. You can receive push notifications, also Twitter notifications. Athletes are able to view the estimated location of, or you're able to view the estimated location of an athlete on the course. While the locations of athletes are estimated by the app, they are not exact, and they're based off of how fast an athlete is going when they cross the timing mat. It is not an actual GPS location. It is important, though, to download the app to receive notifications on anybody you're wishing to follow. And USA Triathlon will also send push notifications through the app to provide any event details or emergency updates if something happens at the event. So again, we encourage all parents, spectators, family, friends, and athletes to download the USA Triathlon Events App to your phone. It is free. All right, we'll go into the schedule of events now. Starting on Friday, July 29th, draft legal athletes can pick up their packets starting at 6:30 a.m. We'll have draft legal swim course familiarizations from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. These are for draft legal athletes only, not age groupers. From 8 to 11 a.m., we'll have an intellectual impairment athlete clinic, as well as a PC Open, physically challenged open athlete clinic. From 9 to 4, we'll have packet pickup and the EXPO at the race venue, Voice of America Park. This is mandatory for athletes, youth athletes ages 13 to 18 and draft legal athletes. All 13 to 18-year-olds and draft legal athletes must pick up their packet on Friday. We'll have an intellectual impairment swim familiarization from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Also at 9:30 will be our draft legal bike course familiarizations at both at 9:30 and 10 a.m. Both the draft legal and the swim course, the draft legal swim course and the draft legal bike course familiarizations will be broken up into equal groups. You'll find the list of groups on our website this week as to which time your team is to participate in the familiarization. Youth age groupers will then have a familiarization for the swim course from 10 to 10:40 a.m. On Saturday, July 30th, we will start racing. We will start with racing for the age group 13 to 18-year-olds at 7 a.m. Transition area opens at 5:45 a.m. and closes at 6:50 a.m. with the race start at 7 a.m. for the boys 16 to 18, followed by girls 16 to 18, boys 13 to 15, girls 13 to 15. We'll also have a non-binary wave for ages 13 to 18 at 7:18 a.m. That course will close by 8:15 a.m. At that time, all athletes will need to remove their bikes from transition area as we let in the draft legal athletes for the junior female race. At 9 a.m., the junior draft legal females will start at junior draft legal females for ages 18 and 19 will start at 9 a.m. And then we'll proceed through the rest of the day with junior draft legal males ages 18 to 19 at 10:40. Junior draft legal females ages 16 to 17 at 12:20. Junior draft legal males ages 16 to 17 at 2 p.m. Youth females, that's ages 13 to 15 at 3:30 p.m. And at 4:30 p.m. we'll conclude racing with youth draft legal males. All of those races will end by 5:30. We'll then host the youth age group 13 to 18 and the youth and junior draft legal award ceremony at 6 p.m. at the lodge at Voice of America Park. At that time, starting at 5:30, we'll also have a youth age group swim course familiarization for ages 7 to 9 and ages 10 to 12. That's again for athletes racing on Sunday in the age group 7 to 12 race. On Sunday, July 31st, we'll again open transition area at 5:45 a.m. for youth age groupers. At 7 a.m., boys 11 to 12 will start in a time trial format, followed by girls 11 to 12. We'll have a PC Open wave for all ages, a non-binary wave for ages 11 to 12, intellectual impairment wave, and that race will then conclude by 8:05. At 8:15 a.m., boys 9 to 10 will start in a time trial format, followed by girls 9 to 10, boys 7 to 8, girls 7 to 8, non-binary athletes ages 7 to 10. That race will end by 9:25 a.m. and just a half an hour later at 9:55 a.m. we'll open transition area for the mixed relay. At 10 a.m. we'll have an award ceremony for youth age groupers 7 to 12 and PC open and intellectual impairment and non-binary. At 11 a.m. we'll start the mixed relay for draft legal athletes. The relay will end by 12:30 and we'll have an award ceremony for the mixed relay and the Junior Development Series Awards at 1:15 p.m. As a reminder, team tents must be set up in the designated area on the team tent map. This can be found on the website and on the next slide I will show. Setup times for team tents will be Tuesday through Thursday. The Cox Road gate will be open for entry and departure during all three of these days. The Liberty Way gate and the Butler Warren gate will be closed. Trailers may be left in the team tent area, but please ensure they are placed so space can be maximized by others. No vehicles shall be left in the team tent area overnight. And there's also no camping overnight. On Friday, Cox Road gate will be closed all day. Butler Warren gate will be open and all traffic will enter and depart through the Butler Warren gate. The exception to this on Friday is the Liberty Way gate off of Liberty Way Road. That will be open from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and will be monitored by police on Friday. This is the only time for vehicles to enter from Liberty Way, and it is only for the purpose of dropping off tents and trailers. Once a vehicle is dropped off, they will proceed through the park to the athletic complex for parking. All traffic will exit through the Butler Warren gate. No traffic, vehicular, bicycle, or pedestrian will be allowed to exit through the Liberty Way gate. Saturday and Sunday, the Cox Road gate will be closed all day, as well as the Liberty Way gate. All traffic will need to enter from the Butler Warren gate on Saturday and Sunday at all time. Team tents will need to be lowered on Friday and Saturday evenings, as well as be weighted. Any team tents that do not have weights or not secured to something may be removed by USA Triathlon staff. Absolutely no stopping, loading, or unloading will be permitted on Liberty Way. Anyone who stops or parks their vehicle on or alongside Liberty Way will receive a citation from the police, and their vehicle may be towed and impounded. Those leaving trailers in the team tent area may not leave their vehicles there. Trailers may be hitched and removed upon the conclusion of the event. Upon removal, there's no stopping, loading, or unloading upon Liberty Way. Liberty Way is a very highly trafficked road, and it is not going to be closed except for during racing. Team tents must be set 5 feet away from the edge of the course to allow enough space for athletes and staff to move freely. All individuals and teams should remain clear of the boat ramp on the north side of the lake so marine rescue units can operate safely and maintain their focus on athletes in the water. Teams may not rope off in the team area in a way that prevents pedestrian passage to any part of the course, passageway, expo, or recovery zone. You may not hinder another team's tent as well. Teams may not alter the landscape or vegetation. Teams may not move any tables or toilets belonging to the park or the race organizers. Teams must be considerate of the park and other teams when setting up their team area to ensure space. Again, here's a map of the team tent area. There'll be very clearly defined areas for team tents. We do ask for everybody's cooperation in setting up these areas. Any teams that do not cooperate with these rules will be asked to move their tent and may have to find an alternative location for their team. All right, so on the bike course prior to race day, just a quick reminder, do not ride on the roads prior to race day. Due to the increased traffic in the area on both Cox and Liberty Way, the Westchester Police Department strongly advises against riding on either of the roads prior to race day. This is solely due to safety concerns in previous years, not only with accidents, but overall safety for athletes and motorists. There are now many roads and paths within the park that are paved, so please try to stay within the park and do not ride on the roads. For parking, parking will be available in the Voice of America Park soccer fields. You must park in this location shown on the map. No other parking is allowed on the course or in other lots within the park. Note that the only entrance to the park will be off of Butler Warren Road on race days and Friday. When entering the park, you will need to purchase a daily $8 hang tag that will give you access to the park. If you're going to be entering the park for more than one day, it's recommended that you purchase an annual hang tag for $15. These can be purchased when you arrive to VOA Park with cash. All right, for packet pickup and expo, Friday, July 29th, packet pickup and expo will be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You must have your photo ID. Parents will need to be present to claim their packets for their children. Minors may not pick up their athlete on their own. Draft legal athletes may arrive starting at 6:30 a.m. Packet pickup is required before starting any of the draft legal familiarizations. On Saturday, July 30th, packet pickup for Sunday events only will be from 12 to 6 p.m. Any athlete that is racing on Saturday is going to need to pick up their packet on Friday. Again, parents must have their photo ID. Athletes who are minors may not pick up their own packet. The expo will be from 8 to 2 on Saturday as well at Voice of America Park. On Sunday, we'll have an expo again from 8 to 12. All right, for body markings and sticker placement, all athletes will receive a sheet that has several numbers on it. The top number on the sheet, as shown on the screen, is for the bike seat post. All these numbers correlate to your bib number. The top number wraps around the seat post of your bike. Then there's a helmet number. There's 2 helmet numbers, one for the front and one for the left side of your bike. There will also be an additional number athletes can give to their parents to show what athlete they are supporting. All youth athletes will also receive a race bib number. Only youth age groupers will receive a bib number. Draft legal athletes will not receive a bib number as it is not needed for draft legal races. But for youth age group athletes, the bib number is required only for the run. Again, the bib number is only for the run and is not required to wear during the swim or the bike. Again, here's another look at the body marking and sticker placement for the sticker sheet that all athletes will receive in their packet. For body marking, all athletes will receive race tattoos in their race packets. Please ensure that these are applied prior to arriving at the venue on race day to expedite the check-in process. Draft legal athletes will receive 4 sets of tattoos, 1 for each bicep and 1 for each calf. Age group athletes will receive a dual set of athletes, 1 for each bicep or arm. Ensure your cap number is written on your swim cap. There will be a cap numbering station available at registration. This will not be done for everybody. So again, please ensure that once you go to registration, that you write the number in permanent marker on the cap. We will have a lot of permanent markers on a table next to the registration booth. For timing chips should be worn around your ankle, ideally on your left ankle. It is encouraged to be on your left ankle to avoid getting caught in your bicycle's drivetrain. Timing chips must be returned after the event. They are not disposable. If you're participating in multiple races, you'll have a separate chip for each race, respective to that race. Your chip must be returned at the completion of your race at the finish line. If you get to return your chip, you can return it by mail. That address is on our website. Lost chips will result in a $95 replacement fee that is charged after the event. For age group athletes, chips will be obtained at packet pickup in the race packet. For draft legal and mixed relay athletes, you'll get your chip on upon checking into transition area on race morning. So as you're checking into transition area on Saturday for draft legal athletes, you will get your chip at that time, and you'll get another chip on Sunday as you're checking in for the mixed relay transition. All right, these are mandatory rules for youth age group athletes. Know that these rules are not necessarily applicable to draft legal athletes. There's a separate briefing recorded for draft legal and mixed relay athletes by the head draft legal official, Paul Brandt. Please check the website and emails to view that briefing for draft legal. For age group athletes, no propulsive or artificial flotation devices are allowed. There will also be no diving. It is a feet first entry. For ages 13 to 18, the swim will be an in-water, hand-on-dock start. For ages 7 to 12, it will be a time trial start where you jump in feet first. For the bike, race officials will be observing the bike course from various points and recording race numbers of athletes who violate any cycling conduct rules. There are absolutely no aero bars allowed, no disc wheels, no aero helmets or helmets with a tail extending to the rear, and no unauthorized assistance of any kind, including pacing during competition, will be allowed. And that includes you parents. Do not help your kids at any time during the race. That will result in a penalty for your child. Additionally, during the bike, the helmet must be worn and safely secured and fastened at all times while riding the bike. If the helmet is unclipped at any time during the event, that is rules for a penalty or disqualification. Shoes must be worn at all times on the bike. All athletes on the bike are to ride to the right side, ride no closer than 2 bike lengths behind the cyclist in front of you, and pass on the left if you are passing a slower cyclist. Ride in a straight line without swerving, veering, or blocking forward progress of other cyclists. There are time penalties if your race number is recorded twice on the bike for riding closer than 2 bike lengths behind another cyclist. You will receive a 1-minute penalty. If you are recorded 3 times, you'll receive a 2-minute penalty. And if you're recorded 4 times, you will be disqualified from the event. So it is important to not ride closer than 2 bike lengths behind somebody in front of you. For the run, shoes must be worn. No unauthorized assistance of any kind, including pacing, will be allowed. In transition area, bikes may use kickstands, but must be upright at all times. No parents will be allowed inside transition area at any time. Again, there's absolutely no parents allowed inside transition area at any time before, during, or after the race. All athletes are expected to set up their own transition area and get ready on their own. There will be plenty of volunteers in transition area and staff to help athletes. There's also no riding bikes inside of transition area. All athletes are to mount at the mount line, which is just outside of transition area. And athletes will get off their bike at the dismount line before they re-enter transition area. Bike check-in for youth age groupers is from 5:45 to 6:50 a.m. on Saturday for ages 13 to 18, and on Sunday at the same time for ages 7 to 12. All athletes must have a wristband provided in their race packet and a bike number. The wristband correlates to your bib number. And then again, it's provided in your race packet. Bike support will be provided in transition before and during the race. Only athletes will be allowed into transition. Again, no parents permitted at any time. There are no excess bags allowed in transition area, only your race essentials. But there is no bag check tent, so athletes should leave their bags at team tents or with family. Again, this is to help keep excess clutter down in transition area so other athletes are not impeded by bags. All right, so there will be a 13 to 18-year-old age group swim familiarization. That's on Friday, July 29th from 10 to 10:40 a.m. They'll complete an approximately 200-meter course just to get a feel for the lake. Each athlete will be required to wear their swim cap that was provided to them at packet pickup. Age groups 7 to 12 will have familiarization on Saturday after the draft legal race is complete. Again, Friday is only for 13 to 18-year-olds. On Saturday from 5:30 to 6:20 will be the 7 to 12 age group swim familiarization. This will be from 5:30 to 6:20 p.m. This will be an approximately 100-meter swim for these athletes. All athletes have the option to do the familiarization twice. And again, you're required to wear the swim cap provided to you at packet pickup. All right, here's a look at the spectator flow and venue map. These orange lines on the map, which are also provided on the website, indicate where spectators should be flowing during the race. It is very important that while races are happening, that spectators are mindful of athletes competing in the event and stay off of the course. Please utilize the flow map to avoid being in the path of athletes who are currently racing. We want all athletes to have a fair race, so please keep your head on a swivel and do not cross the course while the race is in progress without first looking. Please be respectful of all athletes that are on the course, just as you would wish to be treated if you were racing. The swim course for age groupers is a 1-lap course. For 13 to 18-year-olds, it's 300 meters. For 11 to 12-year-olds, it's 200 meters. For 7 to 10-year-olds, it's 100 meters. For PC Open, intellectual impairment, and non-binary waves, it's 200 meters. The water temperature will be approximately 80 degrees, and the official temperature will be announced on race morning. For ages 13 to 18, it is a mass start, meaning all athletes will be in the water with their hand on the start dock before the race starts. For athletes 11 to 12 and 7 to 10, PC Open, intellectual impairment, and non-binary, it's a time trial in water start. You'll jump off the dock feet first and complete the race. There's a clockwise loop, so please keep buoys on your right. Yellow buoys are turns, and orange buoys are for sighting. There'll be plenty of support on the water, including boats, lifeguards, and lifeguards on paddle boards. Please be at the start of the race 10 minutes before the race starts. And here's a map of the swim. Again, 300 for 13 to 18-year-olds, 200 meters for PC Open and intellectual impairment, and 100 meters for 7 to 10-year-olds. The bike course for 11 to 18-year-olds, it's 2 laps of a 10K course. Each lap is 5 kilometers. So the 11 to 18-year-olds will complete a total of 10 kilometers. That's the same for PC Open, intellectual impairment, and non-binary waves. Note that upon making the 180-degree turn on Cox Road, athletes will continue past VOA Park and continue to complete the exact same course for the second time. You will not ride through the park for your second lap, which is different than the draft legal races. So you stay on the road for both laps. For athletes 7 to 10, there'll be just 1 loop of the 5K course. It's a flat course. The roads are 100% closed to traffic, and there'll be plenty of police and support out there. There are no aid stations on the course. Here's a course map. Again, the course starts by exiting transition and going east on Liberty Way. Excuse me. And then it goes west, turns around, goes west on Liberty Way, goes south on Cox Road, turns around. For athletes doing 2 laps, you will go north on Cox Road and continue to do the entire course again. Once the second lap is complete, you will turn right into the park, go around the loop in the park, and then back up Serpentine Road north to the finish line. Athletes 7 to 10 will be just doing 1 lap. For the run course for age groupers, it is on the running path that is around the lake. 13 to 18-year-olds will do 1 lap, which is 2.5 kilometers. 11 to 12, PC Open, intellectual impairment, and non-binary waves will also do 1 lap out and back, which is 2 kilometers. 7 to 10-year-olds will do 1 lap. For the longer courses, there will be 2 aid stations. For the shorter course, for 7 to 10-year-olds, there's 1 aid station, both with Gatorade and water. For 13 to 18-year-olds, this course is very similar to the course that the draft legal athletes will have in the morning. It's 1 entire loop of the lake. It's different than the age group races on Sunday. So again, for Saturday, for the youth age group race, 13 to 18, it is 1 loop of the entire lake. For Sunday, ages 11 to 12, PC Open, intellectual impairment, and non-binary, it's a 1 lap course, but it's out and back on the north side of the lake. Age group 7 to 10 on Sunday will also do 1 lap, but it'll be a shorter 1K course. In transition area, there'll be clearly marked mount and dismount lines. You're not to ride your bike in transition area at any time. You're only allowed to get on your bike once you cross the mount line, and you must get off of your bike before the dismount line. Bike racks will be individually numbered with each athlete's bib number. Again, and I say this, I've said this many times, but I cannot enforce enough that no parents or coaches are allowed into transition area at any time. If you do want to be in transition area, the one way to do that is to volunteer. But volunteers must note that you must help everybody and not just kids that are related to you or your team. but we do need volunteers. And so that is one way to get into transition area. Again, as a reminder, no race essentials or only race essentials are allowed in transition area. Please don't bring in any excess materials or excess baggage. And here's a look at transition area. The bike out and run out are on the north side of transition area. On the south side of transition area are the bike in and swim in. Athletes in the PC Open and intellectual impairment waves will have a pre-transition area just outside of the swim exit. That is for them to stage any equipment they need to put on as they run from the swim exit to transition area. All right, moving on to the draft legal races. There's a draft legal swim course familiarization on Friday, July 29th from 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. It will be set in approximately 375-meter course. Athletes must stay in that area of the lake. Do not swim past the course. Athletes and coaches must report to the staging area at least 5 minutes before the start of your assigned swim course familiarization time. Again, these assigned times will be posted on the website this week. Any non-athletes near the water must wear a life jacket. That includes coaches or parents if you're close to the water. Please listen to the USAT officials and the race director near the water. We will let you know when the course is open for familiarization. The first 15 minutes of familiarization will be no diving. Once the officials let you know, then the diving practice may begin. The final 10 minutes will be reserved for practicing dive starts from the dock. An official will sound a horn or a whistle at the end of each session, at which time all athletes in the session must exit the water via the swim exit ramp. Then the official will call the next group from the staging area onto the dock. The swim course familiarization is only for registered draft, legal, and mixed relay athletes. There are no age group athletes allowed during this time. For the draft legal bike course familiarization, this will be on Friday at 9:30 and 10 a.m., split between two groups. Those groups will be posted on the website this week. Familiarization is open only to draft legal athletes, and no coaches, parents, or age group athletes are permitted. Athletes must have all their necessary necessary gear to participate, and must have their bike number affixed to their bike. Familiarization will initiate from the bike out area near the USA Triathlon trailer. There will be approximately 150 athletes per familiarization. All athletes must report at least 5 minutes prior to the assigned familiarization time. Athletes will only be permitted to complete one lap of the course. Roads will be in a soft road closure led by police escort. In the outer lanes, there will be vehicular traffic, so it is important to stay within the group. The following vehicles will be on the course: a police pilot car, a police SAG car, a roaming police car, USA Triathlon staff. As athletes approach an intersection, additional police will be closing the intersection until the group passes. It is imperative and required that all athletes remain riding in one lane behind the vehicles, behind the police and USAT vehicles, for everybody's safety. Do not get ahead of vehicles and do not fall behind the SAG vehicles. The course will not be coned. All right, check-in for draft legal athletes on Saturday. Junior females 18 to 19 will be from 8 to 8:50. Junior draft legal males 18 to 19 will be from 9:40 to 10:30. Junior draft legal females 16 to 17 will be from 11:10 to noon. Junior draft legal males 16 to 17 will be from 1 to 1:50. Junior draft legal females, youth draft legal females will be from 2:30 to 3:20 p.m. and youth draft legal males will be from 3:30 to 4:20 p.m. All athletes must have their provided wristband and bike number affixed to their bike. Bike support will be provided near transition area before and during the race. Only athletes will be allowed into transition. Again, no coaches or parents will be allowed into transition at any time. Athletes will receive a timing chip upon check-in to transition area. On race day for parking, refer to the parking map that I previously spoke about, or look at the parking map posted on the website. Again, no excess baggage is allowed into transition area, only your race essentials. There is no bag check tent, so athletes should leave bags at the team tents or with family. For the swim course, it is a 1-lap swim course. Juniors will complete a 750-meter swim course, while youth athletes will complete a 375-meter swim course. The water temperature will be approximately 80 degrees. The course is clockwise. Keep buoys on your right. Yellow buoys are turn buoys. Orange buoys are for sighting. There will be plenty of support on the water. And please be at the swim start no later than 10 minutes prior to race start. Again, here's a map of the swim course, a 750-meter swim for juniors, 375-meter swim for youth athletes. For the bike course, the junior draft legal bike is 4 laps to have a 20K total in distance. The youth draft legal course is 2 laps for 10K total in distance. All the roads are closed to traffic and there are no aid stations on the course. Here's a course map. Again, juniors will be doing 4 laps. For each lap, the juniors will stay on their bikes and ride past transition area onto their next lap. Juniors will do this. Again, we'll ride past transition area 3 times before entering into transition area on their 4th lap. Youth athletes will complete 1 lap of the course, ride past transition area, and then will enter transition area after their 2nd lap. On the run course, juniors will complete 2 laps for 5K course. Youth athletes will complete a 1 lap, 2.5K course. There is a slightly different start to the run for the juniors, which we'll show on the map on the next screen. All of the runs are retained on the running path around the lake. There will be at least 1 aid station on course with Gatorade and water. There will also be plenty of volunteer support. So juniors will, as juniors exit transition area, they will make an immediate right onto Serpentine Road to do a brief out and back. This is so we get the exact 5K distance. Once juniors go out and back on Serpentine Road, they'll continue to go right back onto the path and continue around the lake for both laps. That first little bit on the road is only for juniors and only for the first lap of the run. As juniors complete their first lap, they will see the finish line, but will stay on the path and turn left to continue onto their 2nd loop of the lake. Youth athletes will just do 1 lap of the lake. Youth athletes do not need to do the out and back on the road like the juniors did. In transition area, mountain disc mines will be clearly marked. There is no riding in transition area at any time. Bike racks will be individually numbered with each athlete's bib number. No parents or coaches are allowed into transition area at any time. And again, only race essentials in transition area. Each athlete will have a red basket to place their shoes and other items in. And here's a map of the draft legal transition area. Bike out and run out are on the north side. Bike in and swim in are on the south side of transition area. All right, for bike check-in on race day for the mixed relay. Transition area will be open from 9:55 to 10:45 a.m. for the mixed relay on Sunday, July 31st. All athletes on the team must check in together. Again, all 4 athletes must check in at the same time for the mixed relay in transition area. Timing chips will be distributed at that time. Each athlete on the team will receive their own timing chip. Each athlete must also wear the wristband assigned to them that's in their race packet and also have the appropriate bike number on their bike and their helmet. Only athletes will be allowed into transition area. Athletes will receive the timing chip again upon check-in to transition area. The swim course for mixed relay is a 1 lap, 250-meter swim. Please be at the start 10 minutes prior to race start. And here's a map. Now, it's important to note that the first athlete on the team will be a diving start off of the dock. All athletes will be lined up on the start dock and will dive for the first leg of the relay. Athletes 2 through 4 will tag in the mixed relay tag zone, which will be clearly defined. Excuse me. All athletes, for athletes 2 through 4, or B through D, as the numbers will state, must be in the mixed relay tag zone at all times once the race has started. As the athlete before you finishes their run, you will tag them, and then the next athlete will jump into the water. Tag is just as simple as a high five or a hand slap. The next athlete will then jump into the water from the dock, and the jump can be a dive, and then we'll continue on to the next leg of the relay. For the bike course, it is a 1-lap 5K course. It's the same course as races on Saturday. There's no lap out rule. Again, the roads are closed to traffic and there are no aid stations on course. And here's a course map. Again, same course as Saturday, 1 lap. The run course will be a 1-lap out and back 1.2 kilometer run. This will be on the north side of the lake. There'll be 1 aid station available, and the finish line will change. You will be using a different finish line than the other races. This finish line will be located by the big gazebo near the lodge. And this map shows the run course. Different from the other races, you'll be going out on the left side of the path and back on the left side of the path on the north side of the lake. And again, the finish line will be different, but there'll still be water and Gatorade and medical staff at the finish line. And here is a look at the transition area. Please note where the tag zone is. This is very close to the swim start area. Aid stations in general, there'll be at least, or on the, I should say, aid stations for the mixed relay. There'll be 1 aid station on the course with Gatorade and water. There are no aid stations on the bike course. At the finish line for all races, we'll have water, Gatorade, medical support, finisher medal, post-race food. There will not be results posted. All athletes, spectators, parents, and family are encouraged to download the USA Triathlon Events App to look at results. We will not have a results tent. Penalties will be shown on the app if they've been uploaded, but they may not be there yet. All results will be final just before the award ceremony. So it's important to approach the timers if you feel like there's an error in results. And please do that prior to the award ceremony. The award ceremonies on Saturday, July 30th, we'll do a Youth and Junior Draft Legal Award ceremony at 6 p.m. We'll also have the Youth Age Group 13 to 18-year-old award ceremony at 6 p.m. On Sunday, July 31st, Youth Age Groupers will have their award ceremony at 10 a.m. That's for the 11 to 12 Youth Age Groupers, PC Open, Intellectual Impairment, and Non-Binary Waves. At 1:15 p.m., we'll have the Relay Award ceremony, as well as the Junior Development Series Awards. Youth Age Group Awards are given to the top 5 athletes in each youth age group. For the draft legal races, awards are going 3 deep. All the award ceremonies will be inside of the lodge at Voice of America Park. So please stick around the park for the award ceremonies. All right, well, I'd like to thank the Butler County Visitors Bureau, Butler County Incident Management Team and Sheriff, the Metro Parks of Butler County, Westchester Township, Westchester Police and Fire Departments, Zone 3, the title partner of USA Triathlon Youth and Junior Nationals, and all the other great USA Triathlon corporate partners. Thank you as well to the many volunteers and staff that will be supporting this event. If you see a volunteer or staff member out there, please thank them for their time and hard work over the weekend. If you have questions, please send them to nationalevents@usatriathlon.org or visit usatriathlon.org for the latest event information. Also, please download the USA Triathlon Events App. You can go to usatriathlon.org/download app or search for the USA Triathlon Events App by searching USA Triathlon Events in the Apple or Google Play stores. Thank you for watching the briefing. Again, my name is Cody Crowther. I'm the race director for the event, and we look forward to seeing you this week in Westchester, Ohio for the 10th Zone 3 Youth and Junior Nationals.